Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thanks for watching today. I wanted to share with you my September favorites. There's less makeup here than normal because it's been a difficult month for me. I've spent 5 days in the hospital. I've had 3 ER visits. I've had 3 surgeries. And most of my time I have been living not in makeup until like maybe the last 10 days. And recording this on the last day of September. So in the last 10 days, it's been a little bit more makeup heavy because I'm starting to feel a little bit better. But thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. And I've been living in this. This is the Sol de Janeiro Biggie Boom Boom. It's the giant size container of the Boom Boom cream. It smells so good. It smells so good. And I have been absolutely loving this. So on the days that I couldn't really put on makeup, I would shower, do this with my hair. This has been a very lazy hairdo for me, but it works, you know, 2 hairpins, a ponytail, and then the rest of it pinned up into a little bun in the back. But I would slather my body in this, and then I would do skincare, and that would be it. So this has been like every day without fail, an absolute favorite. All right, straight out of the shower, I've been putting on this. This is from Pungkang. It's their Essence Toner. You get 6.8 fluid ounces in this jar. It's a very, very liquid toner. It's clear. It looks like water. It's just slightly more viscous than water. I'm going to rub it on the back of my hands, but it's really, really hydrating. And I use it for the 7 skin method. So a drop in my hand, pat it in, pat it all over my face, and keep patting till I don't feel it anymore. And then I do that 6 more times. So I get 7 layers of this. And my skin has been so plump and beautiful. This has been a favorite in the past. I've been trying to finish up a different toner before I opened this one, but the month of September, I've been using this one almost exclusively. Another product that I love is this. This is from Peach and Lily, and mine is so used that some of the lettering is coming off. It's their Glass Skin Refining Serum. It has peach peptides. It has peach extract and peptides, and it's remarkable. I love this. This is the product that when they had it during 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta, I think it was on the 9th, Monday the 9th, I was having surgery that day. The surgery crew came up to get me out of my hospital room, and I'm like, I'm gonna use the bathroom. And I took my phone with me into the bathroom, and while I was using the bathroom, I was like ordering it online. And I bought 2 more of these. I just finished this one today, but I can't be without this. I love this, and it has really kept my skin really nice and hydrated and glowy. Even though I didn't wear a lot of makeup this month, my skin still looked great because of that. Another product I just finished up, there's nothing left, is from Krave Beauty. It's the Great Barrier Relief. This is not really an empties, but I was very skincare heavy this month. And this is great because it has tamanu oil in it. It has a lot of things that help to repair your skin barrier. So if you feel like you've been using too many acids, too many things that are stripping or drying, or the elements have gotten to your skin, I slather this on and my skin is soft and bouncy, and it feels good. It also helps to reduce the redness in my skin, because when my skin gets irritated by being overly stripped with acids, overly cleansed, too much sun, or too much like wind or cold weather, this helps to repair my lipid barrier on my skin, and it makes my skin feel like new. I love this. I use this. Can't stop. All right, so on the 1st of September, I bought this. Today's the 30th. I've used it for a month, and I love this. This is another Peach and Lily product. It's their Cold Brew Recovery Eye Stick. This is fantastic. So I've been looking for something to hydrate my under eyes, as well as work on some of the, you can still see my dark circles. I don't think that this is, I think it's more hereditary, you know, skin is thin here, and the older I get, the more like sunken in it gets. I don't think that this is actually going to illuminate, but I have noticed, and I didn't really think I was dealing with any puffiness under my eyes, but since it has coffee in it, it has caffeine, it actually does help to depuff, and I've noticed a huge difference here. My mom, I got her one while she was here, and she loved it. It's her new favorite eye product. So I really, really like this, and it's great because it's hydrating, but not so hydrating that any concealer I put on under here doesn't like slip around. It sinks in, but it keeps it from being too dry and crepey looking, or too overly hydrated that everything starts to smear around. This is a nice balance of just enough, not too much. All right, this came in my BoxyCharm this month, and I have been loving it. I didn't really think that I would. This is the Biotic Recovery Sleeping Back Mask from Dr. Brandt. So this product is what I was using. Like, I wash my face twice a day, even on the days I don't wear makeup. So I wash it in the morning and then put on my skincare. And then before I go to bed, I wash my face again. And there were days that I was so tired and I felt so sick and I was just in so much pain. I was like, I'm not going to do anything but wash my face. And then I'd put this on. I didn't put on anything for my under eyes. I just put this on, and it really helped to keep my skin soft and hydrated. And I'd wake up in the morning and I didn't feel like I had a layer of greasy sleeping mask on. It had all like penetrated at that point, but my skin just felt soft. It didn't feel dry. So I don't know that I would go out and repurchase this, but I've been using it a lot and I've been liking it. I don't know, maybe the more I use it, maybe I'll be like, yep, that's for me. All right, the other skincare item, it kind of walks that line between skincare and it's not really makeup, is the Pearl from Tatcha. This is one of those products that has a little bit of, it's for your under eyes, it's a corrective, a little bit hydrating, and I find that this helps to cancel out some of the darkness that I keep here, I don't keep it there, that lives here constantly on my face. But this helps to, even on days that I wasn't wearing any actual makeup, I would tap this in under my eye and it would help to knock down the intensity of that. I use the shade Moonlight. It's the lightest shade they have. And I had forgotten about this. I hadn't used it for months. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe. All right, so there's not a lot of makeup. The one thing that was a discovery for me this month that I picked up during the 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta is this. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. It's the only base product I have on today. So I have it on underneath the eyes, corners of the nose, a hyperpigmentation spot over here, a little bit on the chin. And I love this. Oh, I think I put a little bit on my forehead too. But and then I just used this brush. This is the Love is the Foundation brush from It Cosmetics. Mine is needs to be washed, but it's like a little heart. And I just I swipe this everywhere, and then I just like pounce it in with this. It goes quickly, like 30, 40 seconds, and my whole face is completely like, you know, the parts that I need it to be smoothed out are smoothed out, a little more coverage, a little more coverage. But since this has hyaluronic acid in it, it's not drying. It's not as much coverage as the Jouer Essential Coverage Concealer that I love, love, love. But on light makeup days, this melts into my natural skin tone so perfectly that you can't tell where the concealer stops and starts. So this is in the shade Fair. I absolutely love it. All right, all this month, this is the only powder really I've been wearing. I think there were a couple of days I used the Huda Beauty powder, but mostly I just put this everywhere. This is the Veil Setting Powder from Hourglass, under the eyes, all over the rest of my face. It's been my favorite. All right, I'm kind of thinking. There were two things that I found myself reaching for this month in the last, I don't know, like week and a half, in the last 10 days when I've been wearing more makeup. And there are these two face palettes from Charlotte Tilbury. One is the Instant Look in a palette. This is the Beauty Glow. It's really easy because it has 3 eyeshadows, it has 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlight. So I can get my whole face done lickety split, and I love that. And I do really think that these really neutral, like 2 shimmery and 1 matte eyeshadow shades in here are perfect for a really easy look. And there are some days that I'll just put like the matte shade in the crease and call it good. Another one, I'm wearing the Glow from this today, is this. This is the Glowgasm face palette in Lightgasm. So I have on these 3 shades here today. I didn't use the bronzer in this today, but I have this month, and I forgot how good this was. I don't know that I'd say I forgot. I knew it was good, but I've been reaching for other things, and I'm back into the glowy blush. This provides that. I really, really, really do like it. All right. I've talked about this probably ad nauseum if you've watched any number of my videos. This is one of my favorite brow products. This is the Legendary Brows from Charlotte Tilbury because it has the smallest little wand. And I don't know if you can see any of them on there. There are these little tiny fibers that are in this product that I start back combing my brows with this. The Brow Gal makes one. It's the Instant Brow Definer. It basically has the same shaped wand, fibers on the wand, and as you're brushing through, then you can brush them up. I always back comb to lay down the fibers, and then I brush up. And on a light to no makeup day, this really helps to define my brows without looking like too much. I use this today over a brow pencil, but this is still like one of my all-time favorite brow products. All right, There hasn't been, I told you, it hasn't been a lot of makeup, but today I'm wearing the Jackie Aina palette again. I love this. And this shade right here, this shade Lituation, is what I have all over my lid and smoked underneath my eyes. It's absolutely gorgeous. I am in love with this shade here, Ginger. It's what I have kind of in my crease, but I used these 3 shades here. Credit, I'm still having problems with Credit. I said this in a previous video where I feel like it grabs and it doesn't buff out as well as I'd like. And that's on a lid that's been primed with concealer and set with powder, on a lid that doesn't have anything on it. I mean, so I don't know. Maybe it's one that I'm using very small amounts of because it is so pigmented that it really sticks where I put it, and then I have a hard time moving it. Maybe if I were to use a little bit more and keep tapping over the area, it might do better. But I use it, but I still am kind of like with trepidation, but I've been loving this. And I've been using this shade here. This is Soleil. I've been using Soleil kind of like in the inner corner, like our arch of the brow highlight. I really have been enjoying this palette. I haven't dipped into the pinks or the purples yet, but that's next on my list. All right. I know I haven't done a actual video on it yet, but I'll tell you, I picked up this So Jaded palette, the Kathleen Lights and Colourpop palette. This is gorgeous. It's so beautiful. And I've used it like 4 times so far, and 4 times out of the last like 10 days of actually wearing makeup. That's a lot for me. So I know the formula is nice. I'm in love with this shade here called Royal Jewels and Rose Quartz. These 2 are my favorites. I have really been liking Ametrine and Aquamarine. And this Aquamarine shade, it's so fun. It's not really heavy, but it makes for a beautiful kind of wash when you use it on the lid. Just a little bit of shimmer, and it's so pretty. So I have also used this shade here, Jasper, Geodude, Yora Gem, My Precious. Some of these more neutrally matte shades. I haven't gotten into any of these like darker colors here or the more warm ones, but I'm really excited and looking forward to doing that later. But for the 4 looks that I've done using this, I love it. Absolutely love it. Fantastic. It is that $39 price point, but you're getting 30 shades, and I feel they work really well together. All right, the last one, I love this one. I did a video on this. I'll link it for you. This is the Metropolis palette from Natasha Denona, and Be Still My Beating Heart. I love this palette, and I can't wait to wear this shade right here. This is a beautiful, very gorgeous metallic. It's not even really a red. It's kind of like a cranberry. It's just phenomenal. And there's a lot of other things in here that make me happy. That one, by the way, is called Claret. I'm so excited about more of this, but those have been my favorites. Okay, the last couple of things, I really haven't been doing a lot with lips. It's been mostly my Glossier mangobalm.com. I'm almost at the beginning of this month. This was 3/4 full, and we're down to nearly, I'm just like folding it over and squeezing out the last. I have, oddly enough, I remember mentioning how I was disappointed in this a couple months back, but it was because I had just opened it. This is the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. This used to be my go-to mascara, and I forget that when you first open it, the first couple weeks, it's very wet. And then once some air gets in there, it starts to thicken up. And I remember now why I loved this mascara so much. It's different from the Mr. Big. I like that mascara a lot, but this has been absolutely fantastic. And it makes me kind of now want to go and try again the, what's it called? It's the one in the curved bottle, like the little really hourglass bottle, and it has kind of like a curved wand, not the brush, but the wand itself kind of curves. Grandiose. The Grandiose and the Grandiose Extreme. So the Grandiose is, I love that one as well. And the Grandiose Extreme, I like that one. That one's more water. It's not completely waterproof, but it kind of doesn't go anywhere. But those 2, between the Hypnose Drama and the Grandiose, those were my go-to mascaras for the longest time. And then I tried the Mr. Big. And that's when I just realized, you know what? I liked the doll eyes. I like the Hypnose Drama. I like the Grandiose Extreme. I like so many of their mascaras. The only mascara that they have that I don't care for is their Definicils. And I think it's less the formula and more the brush on there that doesn't work for me. So hooray for Lancome mascaras. And when I said that I don't know why I like this one before, I take that back. It's really, really good. So after looking through the rest of what's on my table here, it's very skincare heavy and not very makeup-y related, but certain makeup products really, really, really were doing it for me this month. And I'll tell you, this darker, warmer eye, I'm here for the fall vibes, you know, with my cowl neck sweater, my long sleeves, like it's fall and I'm happy. So you'll probably be seeing more of these darker, warmer, smoky looks. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you had any favorites for this month. I hope you have a fantastic day. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.